cats cannon low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. And the stories it goes in half a mind. We laugh and cry, we overstand too long. Podcast never be now, just double the crutch. Double trouble live, with twice the mess. Double trouble live, no stress, just yes. We got hot takes, back breaks, and zero seal. Double trouble live, coming at you for the thrill. Oh yeah, double trouble live.
Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
You're muted, Frank. Whoever
I'm
had
muted.
the Frank
Great
is
way to start the show. I was just about to brag about myself. Frankly,
whoever had the Frank is muted bingo number. You just got your free spot right there.
It wouldn't be a show if I didn't come on with my mic muted at some point. You know that. That's par for the course. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Trouble Live. And Ciaran really is live because he looks like he's at a special location today. Tell us what's up, man.
We're at the Double Trouble Lounge, our secret spot here at the track. We got the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, so he might have a little lag at times or freeze a little bit, but bear with us. Adding a little color to the show. Looks like a beautiful day up there.
Oh, fantastic! We got a little bit of rain last night into this morning, and we know it's not really showed up today on the track. But one of my handicapping criteria is when we get a little bit of rain at Santa Anita, it's usually like a day or two later that it starts showing up on the turf, that is. And I think that's something we need to keep in mind when we're handicapping this weekend, Frank.
Yes. He's frozen. But before we went on,
especially with the rails out.
All right, you're freezing a little bit there, buddy. There's an objection in this race. Right before we got on, oh no, they kept the 6 up. All right, well, for those who shadowed my all-turf pick 3, I am alive on my backup ticket. I really needed the 4 in that middle leg there. No bueno, but I did have the 5 and the 6. I am singled to the 4 in race 8. We will get there when we get there. I'm just messing around with Ciaran stuff here. Hold on. Where's that music coming from? What is going on, Ciaran?
Nope.
So here's the deal. Ciaran was desperate.
I was trying to click on everything. So
Ciaran was desperate to go up to Santa Anita because he was craving some attention. Because he's been on a little bit of a hot streak, and no one's praised him or boosted his ego. And add insult to injury and throw the salt into the wounds. I got another call from Jeff Chapman to do the first look Santa Anita preview show again after this show for the late pick 5 tomorrow. So here's a live look at secret hidden footage of what happened when Ciaran found out the news.
Hey, why hasn't Chappie called?
So my response to that video, we can't show it on this show, but absolutely go and look at Frank's Twitter feed, and you'll see my response. I don't think we can play it on here. It's not exactly PG.
We haven't figured out how to bleep AI yet. Real quick, Ciaran, let's roll through the comments because we got to get serious. Good luck today, DTL Crew. Thank you, Stephen D. Keep me the kid in the house. That's my sister. Thanks for watching. Nick Sievers.
Oh, wow.
Man. He's back. I figured you'd be retired living on
Can
an
we get his
somewhere.
autograph, Frank? What do you think? Can we get your autographs, Nick?
He's been crushing it on the tournament circuit. Good for you, Nick. Always great to see you and have you on the show. his late pick 3-4 with 4-6 with 2-5. We'll get to that in a minute. Terry, DTL, let's go. I'm supposed to say today's official lunch, sponsored by Larry Dannemiller, courtesy of Poseidon. Larry and Terry had lunch today, and they brought me back a very, very nice sandwich. Ciaran was just saying how, the 5 should have won that race. But good price for those who had the winner. Dan H back, nice, woohoo! King Ciaran live at Santa Anita. Rick Exotic Flies, I think he might be a new one. Hi guys, well, welcome to the show. I love it. Give the king more bandwidth. Hey man, he takes his show on the road. I can't do anything about it. He tried hot spots. Last time we were up there together, the internet did okay. The 6 ended up winning over the 5. All right, family show for gamblers. Wow, we got a lot of comments to start off the show. I love it. Terry is thrilled to see you back, Nick, as we all are. Lori's Parks, Dad, is that you? I think we got family members in the chat here. Nick Severs will consider an autograph. You two will have to share. Oh, only one per tandem. Okay, fair enough. And yes, thank you, LD, for lunch at Poseidon. There you go. That's what you got. I'm going to remove him for a minute so you can look at my face in 4K. Let's go to the odds board. Let me refresh my page because we got some serious handicapping to do. I thought this was a one-horse race. We're talking about race 6, 5.5 furlongs, Calbred, Calbred special, a maiden claimer for fillies and mares, 3 years old, 5.5 furlongs on the dirt. I am shocked. I thought the 6 horse was going to be 3-5 in here. That 6 is singled on all of my tickets. I know Nick put up his play and he had the 4 singled, I believe. What are you guys thinking? Who do you like? Am I crazy? If you read my Matrix column on the Santa Anita website, you saw that I was all about the 6. My whole day goes through the 6 in this late pick 3. So again, Nick has the 4. Ciaran, I'm going to put up I'm going to screen share your stuff, and you can walk us through what you're doing because I have no idea. Even though I have your picks, I didn't really look at them, so I have no idea what you're doing in here. Let me see if I can get you up there. I think that's you. Yep, here we go. So can everybody see that okay, Ciaran?
Well, yeah, I have them here. I mean, I thought I would take a stab with a couple and spread a little was my thought. But, I mean, Bondi has 3 horses in here. So it's like, which one is the real Slim Shady? Will you please stand up? I know you like how do you not bet Hara and O'Neill? I mean, they're winning everything under the sun right now. They just won another race there a couple of races ago. I ended up going – I put the 3 Shady Stripes on top just because of the sharp work and the Lasix boost. But it was like, other than the O'Neill horse, you either use all 4 horses or you take a stand. I think you took a stand, right, Frank? When I read your thing,
I'll share mine in a second. Joe Schlabotnik could be riding this horse. I still would love this horse. Maiden special weight dropper, showed speed against better horses on turf and on dirt, running in a career soft spots, second off the bench, hot trainer. Yeah, sure, hot jock too, just icing on the cake. This horse makes the lead and wins by 10. I'm all about the 6. I'm not using anybody else. This is it. You need to get in and out with this horse then, huh? Let me show you. I'll show you my picks so you can also see that I'm alive in the all turf and Ciaran isn't. That was because I would have had that with the scratches. Like I would have been alive 10 times into the last leg, I think. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there is the only ticket I'm alive to. It was a B ticket for me. But that's a great horse to be alive to. Like you're going to get the money. You'll still get. I think that 4 geometry. I mean, I love the 10-1 morning line, but with the scratch, I don't think we're going to get 10-1 now. But you'll get probably good value
because you got your ticket in before everyone realized the scratches later, probably, the early bettors like some of us. So I think you're looking great on that ticket, Frank.
Yeah. I will say this though, like I never really feel good about a card or a sequence when two of my A's scratch. Like I thought, I love Nessa's last hurrah there. She was like,
I did. I like that one too.
Yeah,
Agreed.
top picking the. So that horse scratches. So I'm like, and then I find out in the nightcap, even though I do like the geometry Jonathan Thomas horse better than the stablemate, I had them both as A's because I don't want to get beat by the other Jonathan Thomas because he wins so many turf races. And then that horse scratched. So like I had to do a lot of rejiggering today.
But I will say, I hope it works out. After what knocked me out, and we've kind of talked about it, JJ's a little cold right now, and Rispoli was not riding that number 3, the other Thomas horse in there, JJ's on, which that's why I'm saying you look great on keeping our streak of one of us hitting the all turf. I think I would not be sad if I had your ticket, Frank, just so you know. Like I loved Geometry. That was my second choice in that race. Yeah. Captain Chocolate was my first choice, but Geometry was my backup horse there. I think you're looking good, Frank. You're looking good on that ticket.
We'll have to talk about that race in more detail, but I just wanted to put my picks up. You guys can take a screenshot. I'll put Ciaran's up again. Take a screenshot. They were too long to put out in the chat, so that's why we're doing this.
But also, Frank, we need to tell people, like when we do shows and we're not doing the all turf on the show, they just go over to Santa Anita's website. You do the write-up for the all turf, and my free
give away your pick,
and my picks now are the all turf every day. So if we don't do an all turf show or get on earlier because of the sequence, just go over to Santa Anita. You'll see our picks there. No problem.
That's a good point. That's the wrong thing. I want to put this up here. Okay, so as you see, I am all about the 6. If this planted a flag, if the 6 loses, you know what? I'm back in with the double.
That's
so I'm gonna take a screenshot, and I'm going to put Ciaran's back up so you guys can take a screenshot of his, and then we can talk about the next 2 legs in the sequence here. And of course, if anybody has any picks, questions, suggestions,
like my bigger ticket is on the 3, Frank, but I also have 2 tickets involving 4, 5, and 6. So I'm like very spready in here, but I like what you did. I think the 3 is better, so I've got it a couple of different times. That's the beauty of these things. And again, if I get knocked out on this leg, I already have the research done. I can, like we talked in that short video, but that we handcuff. Pick 3 and the double are handcuffed. Like you cannot. We see it and we talk about it. How some people will take the free ride because they get out of the pick 3, and I think that's absolutely the wrong way to approach these bets. You have to
hold that thought, because I want to show. I actually had a screenshot that I wanted to show to specifically deal with what you're talking about. Everyone, take a screenshot of Ciaran's picks. I'm going to stop sharing. I don't know what happened. I had this teed up last night, so let me see if I can find it. Oh, where was it? Oh, I'll get it real quick. So Ciaran put out a clip from our show a couple of days ago, and just basically give the gist of what you were saying in the clip. And then one of our listeners came back and said, help me out. Like, I think it makes sense, but I don't really understand. So I'm going to find that comment while Ciaran explains exactly what's going on.
A lot of people approach these bets as separate bets, and I think you have to approach them as tied together. And the reason I say that is you start off with the pick 3. You do all your research. You get your bets together. If you get knocked out, you've got the double to come back because you've already done the research. That's essentially the second leg of the pick 3. But the other way is a lot of people will just not do the double because they're alive after the pick 3. But what we've been showing on, with some of the pays we've had, you can come back and press your pick 3, your sure thing. You get to see the will pays, or you can hedge something you were kind of so-so on. And, you may end up finding that you didn't use a horse in the last leg and you've got good coverage on the pick 3. Well, you can come back in the double for $5 and hedge. You see us do it when we do our community tickets. Sometimes we do not use the horses we're alive to because the pays are so good on horses that we might have used, but the pick 3 ticket was too much. So you have to bet both plays, I think.
Yeah, you have to view them like links in a chain, right? So I really appreciate our man there, UCLA. I want to blow it up here. UCLA Tunnels for asking that question. And today, today's going to be a very good example. We're going to put it in action because I'm all about the 6. If I hit the 6 in this leg, I have plenty of options for the double.
Yeah,
If
you
I
could
don't
start
hit the
adding
6,
horses
I
that
start
I
over.
had. Yeah, like
Right?
you can add horses that you don't have as coverage in the last. You can press it more because you're going to see what the will pays are. You might look at it and go, wow, I'm only getting paid $80 on my pick 3. I need to come back now with the double and kind of juice it up a little. Or you might go, wow, I'm getting so much on my all turf. I can spread a little now and have extra coverage. So it's the beauty of all these bets.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, if I'm following the money, I am not. I am not too thrilled with the 6. I mean, he's not. I'm looking at the will pays, Ciaran. I thought this horse was going to be 4 to 5. I swear to you. I'm looking at the will pays. So if you had the winner of the previous race and you're alive into this race, in order of favoritism, it is 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, granted, they're all pretty close, but
Wow.
I thought the 6 was going to be an overwhelming favorite in here, and I am wrong.
I know Chappie's having you on, but I'm actually putting my hat in the ring for being the morning line maker here because I went 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like I was.
You are correct from the double perspective. Let's look at the pick 3. The 3 is pretty heavy favorite at 148. Then the 5 at 197. Then the 4 at 207. And my 6 is a dead on the doorstop, $240. No money. Wow.
You know what they say? You know what they're saying, Frank, over here? I can hear it. They take little kid pictures on the numbers.
Yeah, the word must be out that like today is not the day for this horse. I have no idea.
But
to me, this horse stood out.
I will say, Frank, though. I mean, and sometimes like you should actually. I mean, you're kind of worried a little, but if you get through with the 6, you'll probably get paid more than you should because of that. So, I mean, rejoice in that fact. Like if you think the market is wrong and you're right, you'll get paid for that opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in betting the horse at 2 to 1. I actually like the win money the horse is taking compared to how cold he was in the multis. But I'm telling you, I'm not often that far off. If I think a horse is going to be odds on, that horse is usually odds on. I am actually stunned by this. It'd be very
let's look
interesting
into the
to
next.
see. Yeah, but just real quick. So yeah, O'Neill and I are maybe like 50%. 6 stands out, likes the 4 as the second choice. Nick, yeah, or just let it ride. Yeah, that's we'll figure it out after this race. So I appreciate that. All right, Ciaran, what do you got?
Who do you think is going to be the favorite in the next leg? So, and then we can go from there. Race 7.
I think the 4.
I thought the 7, My Love Caroline, would be the favorite in the next leg. You like the 4, libel proof?
No. I like the 4 and the 7. You asked me who I thought would go favorite. I think the 4 will go favorite. 4's been hammered every time. Has speed, turf, draws well, turf to dirt. But no, do you remember the 7? I had the 7 at 20 to 1.
Yeah,
at Del Mar. That was the worst DQ in the history
Frank,
of
so
racing.
to give you a little confidence, Frank. So the 3, who's currently favorite, right, into the 6 in the next leg, My Cat, the Rispoli horse, is $17. The 6 into the 6 is $16. So I think your 6 is probably going to go favorite. Just looking at what's happening on some of the pool.
No, I don't like the 6. I like the 7. 4 and 7. Do you like the 6?
In the next leg, I do not like the 6, but I do not like my. I mean, I've got it on a backup ticket. I didn't like it, but at least your horse is getting action into it, is what I'm saying. Like your horse.
Yes, you're right.
Actually, just went favorite.
You're right. Your horse favorite double combo was my 6 in this leg to the 6 that we don't like in the next leg.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
You're
to
right.
tell you.
My
Like,
horse is getting hammered in the first leg of the double, but wasn't hammered in the second leg of the double.
yeah, the money's starting to come in on your horse. So you were kind of worried earlier, but it's starting to look like you were correct.
Well, I was worried because of the wheel pays, and even the imputed odds and optics. I mean, the horse is 1, 2, 3, 4th
Now,
choice.
so in the next leg, I really like a prize horse, the 5, Mnemonic, Frey for O'Neill, up in class, gets Lasix. I thought the morning line in race 7 for that horse, 8-1, was insane. Now, why it's happening is the horse won last week, but O'Neill is 33% on 1 week returns. Like when he brings them back,
Oh yeah, wheelback's good for him.
and he's bringing the horse back, and it's protected, which is another, like, sometimes you'll see them bring the horse back and up for a claim. No, he's protecting the horse in the next leg. So I think that 5 in the next leg, and let's look at what the probables are on your horse and my horse into that horse to see if there's actually any sneaky money. So the 3, let's see, probables. 3 into the 5 in the next leg is 53. 6 into the 5, Frank, in the next leg is $31. So I don't think we're going to see that 8-1 morning line on the 5. 5 is my sneaky horse of the whole sequence.
I ended up using the 5 as a B. My A's, like I said, Reliable Proof and My Love Caroline. I don't want to harp on that DQ, but that was horrendous. I felt so bad for Parabon that day. Went to stakes race with 20-1 and did nothing to deserve to get taken down. Like 5 steps out of the gate, they DQ'd the horse for nothing. But anyway, my concern about the 7 though is the long layoff, and now has to go 6 furlongs. Right, all those races were at 5, 4.5. May need one. I think Libel Proof is probably the fastest early speed in the race. I mean, if that horse pops the gate, makes the lead, could be very, very dangerous.
I didn't even put that.
I think a lot of these can win, actually. I thought this was a very tough race.
Well, what I put for my Caroline was drops in class off a win last out, and they add Lasix. And I thought 1, 2 in a row will be the favorite. Hara is riding. I mean, the 6, I get why it's the favorite. My Cat, Rispoli for Papa, they're 29%. But I used that horse reluctantly on, my spready ticket. I was like all about, like, my main ticket, my $6 pick 3 is the 3 in here with the 7 singled in the next leg, and then spread. And my backup ticket is 4, 5, 6, singling the 7 in the next. So I was, that was the, hey, you have to pick a single in each leg. 7 was my single in the next.
All right, Ciaran. Well, they're loading into the gate. I guess we're going to find out. Probably in about a minute whether I'm right or dead wrong about this 6. I mean, could win like a 3-5 shot, just not taking the money I expected. That's a little crazy, but if I'm right, I'm sitting pretty. If I'm wrong, that's why we play the late double.
Yes. All right.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's get this one home for all. You know,
Your horse is waiting for its Uber, Frank.
not the first time I've been wrong, but it's pretty rare when I'm wrong by that much. Like, oh my God. But didn't I say the way the horse was bet in the will pays? I said,
Yeah.
When I think a horse is supposed to be odds on and is bet like that, I'm in trouble. I probably should have pivoted and done at least a little bit of a saver pick 3. You know, using, because I had all those horses as Bs, who ended up winning the 5, right?
Yeah, the 5.
I had them as Bs. I easily could have used them on a B ticket, but I figured, you know, practice what you preach, right? We have the double to play now.
And I'm alive on my spready tickets too, so I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna put yours up in a second. I just wanted to see what I had on Tammy Baby. Yeah.
I'm okay with how I've spread. I mean, the one thing to look at here that I ended up putting. I mean, it was my second choice. I had 3, so my 3-4. I mean, as I said, I should be the morning's line maker, but that's just another side note. 3-4. But the one thing about the Jeff Bondy that did beat the other Jeff Bondy was first time Lasix. And I mean, sometimes stats are stats, but first time Lasix for Bondy, Frank, on 27 races, 9 winners. 13 of them have been in the money for a 2.63 ROI. That's a huge ROI. Like, that's one of those things of all the horses. Like, that was the one, you know, the juice is loose, and it was on that horse, and that made the difference probably at the end.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, that horse, I had to plant a flag somewhere, right? All those other horses I thought were the same. They were Bs to me. But you're right. If you look at this horse, the horse actually ran a pretty good race before the horse hit the shelf. Comes back, gets the Lasix. The run style was perfect, right? Outside the other horses. My horse didn't fire. So why don't you walk people through the pick 3? And I have to grab my charger, so I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. So my pick 3. I mean, I was all about the 3 on my bigger ticket. So what I'm alive to now, I went 4, 5, 6, and then singled the 7, who I thought was my single in the next leg, and then 2, 4, 1 in the last. And then I've got another ticket where I've got 4, 5, 6 with 5, 6 in this leg. So my spread ended up working on this one. I'm alive to 7, 5, 6 in this leg. I mean, it's my more expensive tickets, but the fact that the favorite didn't win, I'm okay. And I get the favorite in the next leg, this race 7 that I didn't really like. So I've got options when it comes to my double, and that's kind of what we talked about earlier. I will say the early money that came in, 6, obviously morning line was 5-2, 2-1. But yeah, that number 5 that we talked about, Mimemic, the Frey O'Neill horse, the early money came in 8-1 down to 7-2. So that one is a really good price that hopefully we'll get paid on, at least if we get out of this leg. Frank with no charger. Hang on. See if I can get it going. Any comments? Let's see. Let me pull up the comments here. Racing downwind. You had 5. Oh, there you go.
Sorry about that. Actually, my agent told me I only can talk so many hours per union rules. And since I was invited to do a show after this, I have to kind of, stay within SAG guidelines if I want to be eligible for an award. All right, I'm going to remove your pick 3. I'm going to put
Racing downwind. Nice single there, Racing. Like you're live on that one. 5, first leg down with some spreadage.
Yeah, let's see. RDW, always sharp. Always appreciate his contributions. Also, I think I saw you may have qualified for an NHC contest or maybe even a seat. Whatever it was, good luck and congratulations.
I'm on the almost qualified list, Frank, because I mean, after last year, I got burned out on contests. So I'm like, I still want to go to Vegas because who doesn't want to go to Vegas? I think I'm the top 75 get in. I think I'm like 78.
Well, you got plenty of time, right? Plenty of time left.
Well, I think today's
Luis
contest,
is
I
asking
got
where he can
points.
watch the races.
I know.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere you can watch them right now. I heard that they're going to try and get them on YouTube. So we apologize for that, but thanks for watching the show. So I believe, if I remember correctly, this gentleman here is named Paul, and I guess he was the UCLA guy who asked that question. So, yeah, Paul, if you have any follow-ups, you can email me directly at scatoniracing@gmail.com. Look at this, Ocho in the house. Woo! Nice to see you.
Regarding the handcuffing thing, like, don't feel bad. Even Frank and myself, I mean, we started doing this show during the summer. Both of us have just come to this realization too in the last couple of months. It's like, we should be totally tying these bets together and not making them separate. And I think the ROI has gone up since we started approaching it that way. Would you say, Frank? Like, you cannot, like, a lot of people will, if a chalk wins the first leg of the pick 3, they'll skip the double. And it's like, no, you can press it more. You can press your opinions more. You can hedge more. And the pays are so great on these. The takeout is why we do it. Like, the low takeout it's free money.
And here's the other thing, Ciaran. We also play these bets in conjunction with the all turf because we know the payout leg is for all 3 bets, right? Because it's usually the turf race to end the card. So I'm alive in the all turf. So when we get closer, we can see what that's paying, and I can, zig and zag a little bit. But I have to do some double thinking here. Larry Danamiller had a suggestion for us because he wants to make sure we put up our community ticket
early
on time, so people have enough time to look at it, place the bet, and keep showing it so they know.
So let's do it. What do you think about 10 minutes before? So we're 23 minutes away, Frank. Why don't we make it where we put our community ticket up 10 minutes before?
I like that. And what I'll do is I'll cut and paste it and put it in the chat. So it will be in the chat if you and we'll try to keep putting it up throughout. Let me just go through a couple of comments, Ciaran. I know this is your least favorite part of the show. The screaming, me. I go, hey, RDW, congrats on your NHC thing. And Ciaran goes, oh, I'm 78th. I got to get to 75th. I'm going to go to Vegas. Nobody asked. I'm kidding, of course. So, Paul, optics EQ. I know, sometimes I'm too clever by a half. That's my bad. Cat ate my form. Yes, you could always count on us. Ciaran's got some winners. I did not have that race. Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining us. Okay, 5 with 6-7 with 1-5. So that's good. He's alive.
Yeah, that's a nice ticket.
RDW was alive too, right? Yeah, 5 with 5. Okay, beautiful.
So that last leg, Frank, where he's alive to the 1 tariff. I mean, how do you not? I mean, we talk about it too. Jockeys, when they get on a heater, and other than Hera and KK, Barrios is really starting to heat up. And the interesting thing on that number 1 in the last leg, Frank, he's not won for Mullins yet. Mullins is on fire. Barrios is on fire. Tariff is absolutely a live horse because these guys are going to start heating up together, if you know what I mean.
Ciaran, I am living in bizarro world because the horse that I thought would go favored is 11-1.
Oh, wait,
your Mimetic, who you said 8-1 was a joke, is 7-2. Should I just hop off and let you do the show solo?
Your horse just passed the finish line, Frank, just so you know. He finally finished. Cash in tonight. Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Ocho, you can join us anytime. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to hit this double. Nick, 4-6-2-5 late double for me. I might just piggyback Nick. What do you think of that? Because clearly I'm like, I even put my wrong picks up on the Matrix this morning. I don't know what's going on with me. Look at Jeff. Ice cold 4-4. I love the Stones. Jeff, thank you for reaching out to me and letting me know that there was a typo in the Matrix. Do not want people to be betting the wrong horses. Although today that might actually work out in their favor because I was wrong about the last race and I'm clearly wrong about the odds in this race. Ciaran, let's look at the World Days.
I think on your community ticket, Frank, I did not use the 4, didn't even have notes for it. So I know that's going to be the one, your contribution that we have to use. It'll be the 4.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to insist that we use the 5. So I think at least that we've got 2 horses on our possible double there, 4 and 5. to start
So,
off.
Ciaran, you were so right about Medic. That horse is the favorite in the double will pay. The 6 is a close second. The 7 and 6 are close. So it's 34 to the 5, 36 to the 6, 35 to the 7.
Well,
And then in the pick 3, Ciaran, Memetic, the one that you sniffed out at 8 to 1 in the morning line.
158. Wow. Oh, so that really is like, I just hope we get paid like we should. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. Like, I had at Gulfstream, I had a 12 to 1 morning line. I think was Tree Seas or something like that. Went off as the favorite and won. I mean, it's one thing when you pick a long shot, you just like to get rewarded when it's the price you think. I mean, you like seeing that the horse wins, but sometimes you're like, man, can I just get one of my long shots to win while it's a long shot price?
Yeah, well, when you're going good, that happens. But, you know, as we saw when you were on that little bit of a losing streak, you couldn't buy a winner, man, and it was all unlucky.
Like the pick 3 here, that is really like 158. That tells you everything. This 5 is live as live can be.
But also look at the community people, you know, our DTL crew peeps like the 4 also. Ocho likes the 4. Jeff likes the 4. Nick Sievers likes the 4. So we're absolutely doing the 4. Ciaran wants
4 to the 4. 5. So right now, Frank, the 4 to the 4. I mean, if my Wi-Fi is not lagging, 4 to 4 right now is $343. 5 to the 4 is $145. Actually, let's go. The favorite right here is, who would you say? Who should we think is the 5's the favorite? 5 and 6, right? I think is what we're thinking is going to happen.
6 is the favorite right now.
6 to
the favorite double combo is the 6 to the 2. That's paying $41. I'll tell you, I think the 6 is going to bounce to the moon here.
I'm on the same. I mean, I was like, I put it in there. I've got it on the backup ticket, but I just thought, you know, I mean, if it wins, it wins. I mean, the workouts weren't anything. And literally, my only notes for this horse, Frank, were I wrote big notes for not a novel like you do when you do your write-ups, but my notes for all the other ones were a couple of sentences. My notes for the number 6 were Rispoli for Papa are 29%. Only reason it's on the ticket. That was it. Nothing else. Nothing else jumped out at me.
Well, Ciaran, look at this, right? We both like the 4 in the Lash, right? That's our top pick.
Correct.
The lowest payout to the 4 is $131. I mean, we could basically play all in this race and triple up on the ones that are paying 134, 131, 143. And we're covered to the 4. I mean, that's our strongest opinion, right? The 4?
Yeah, but I also thought, I mean, Captain Chocolate, Edwin for Papa, one last out. I mean, my notes were top horse on paper. I didn't like the Twirling Point, the other Thomas horse. We kind of talked about it before we went on the show, but I think we have to use the number 1 Tariff. You know, Barrios and Mullins, they've not won together, but they're both red hot. And how many times have we seen a red hot jockey and a red hot trainer be over and then finally team up?
How about this, Ciaran? The owner of the 4, who's Mark Stanton, very sharp horse player, owns a lot of horses, had a piece of Cy Fair, who won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint with Regan Swimback and a couple other sharp guys. He is singled and live in the Coast to Coast for $31K. So wow. He seems to think his horse has got a big shot. So I'm not going to disagree with him. I'll tell you, I'm not interested in spending a penny on Captain Tucci's. Last time was the time to have this. If this horse wins again as a 6-year-old, comes off a year and 2-month playoff and runs the best race of his life, that horse is going to bounce like a big rubber ball. No way do I want that. But it's the community ticket. If you fight for it, we'll put the horse on. I have zero interest. What do you guys think about Captain Coochie's? Let us know.
I'm alive to it on my other picks, Frank. So I'm okay if you told me I had to fight, because we both agree on the 4. Yeah. If I was to fight for a horse in the last leg, I'd probably fight for the number 1 Tariff.
So how about we do this, Ciaran? Because look, I think both of that, and I'm okay with Tariff. I think Tariff has a shot, absolutely. I actually think several of those have a shot. That's a very, very tough race. the reason I landed on Geometry as my top pick is I thought he'd be the value of the race, right? I mean, his speed figures look low because he was a 3-year-old.
And Rispoli had his options, and that's the Thomas horse he went to. You know,
Right.
JJ's on the other one.
And he scratched the other one, yeah. So no, that horse is live to me. Bet in half in the double on according to optics. With 10-1 morning line, 5-6-1 the double. Coochie's is a big favorite. Wow, 2-1.
And I thought that
too.
I guess
with all those scratches, though,
the scratches changed a little.
Be...
And I did think, I know the morning line favorite in that last reg was the 5 Lammas with Frey riding, who's riding great, but I reluctantly used it. I was trying to beat it with Geometry. I don't think we're going to get the price, although if it's paying $31K on the all turf, it's paying pretty well.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make my own double play, but we do have to put the community up in a minute.
Oh yeah, we're at 14. We got 4 minutes.
I would be very upset because I actually think this start of this race, double. I think this is a very tough race. I can make cases for every one of these horses, to be honest with you.
Well, why don't we do an all but not use the 6? I mean, it'll destroy all our other tickets, but I think we've been pretty vocal where we said we both agree we don't like the 6. If the 6 wins, we're out of everything and we'll have to fire on some.
No, I disagree. I don't see any reason not to use it because, look, we could do $5, right?
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20. That covers the long shots, right? Then we come back and we just play $15 doubles to the 5, 6, and 7. So that's what, 45 plus 20, $65, and we're looking at making 300.
So what are you thinking about everything? So all into the
all to the 4.
And correct. The lowest payout is 140, and that's how many horses we have in here? We've got 7 times 5, $35 to win 140.
Correct. And then I'd come back and do $10 doubles, 5, 6, 7 with 4.
Probably.
So let's start with that, and then we can
5, 6, 7 with 4.
100. Yeah, I'm gonna put
5 with 5 with the 4 is 143. 6 with the 4 is 134. 7 with the 4 is 138. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
So we're going to have it 3 times.
Correct.
Right? Because we have the 5 all to and then we're coming back and playing it for an extra $10. So I'm going to put this up. Larry, this is for you. DTL Crew, $5 double, all to the 4. Because you do not want to get knocked out of this leg and then have the 4 win. I mean, I think I wouldn't like that. So that's 35. And then coming back, $10 double, 5, 6, 7. To the 4. So here's a case, Ciaran. We don't. Neither one of us likes the 6, but if we're wrong, we're only spending $15 to make 300, right?
And we're alive to the horse that we really like in the next leg.
Yes.
All right. So I'm doing the bet now. So I'm doing all in this leg with 4 in the next. $35.
Correct.
All right, done. And then we're coming back and we're doing a $15 double. Correct?
I said 10, but we could do a 15. It's up to you.
No, let's do 10. That way we can say we should have bet more, which is
horse players lament.
Yes.
See, Ciaran always needs something to complain about. Always.
Yeah, I was like, that's like, that was my number. I always bet that number on roulette, and I didn't bet it this time.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Right,
so look, that's right on the screen, right? $5 double, all 4. $10 double, 5, 6, 7 with 4. $65. Now let's talk about what you're thinking about doing.
So then my one here. So I'm all about the 5 in this race, and I thought as a hedge bet, I think we have to do something. So the 1 in the next leg. So 7-1 is $97. 5-1 is $132. I mean, we could just spend $10, Frank, and we'll still walk away with a profit with all our bets. If we did 5 and 7 with 1. What's your thoughts?
With 7. I would also use the 4 there. 4, 5,
What's
7
that?
with 1.
In this?
I would go
leg?
4, 5, 7 with 1.
Okay.
I think the 4 is good value. We know that Mark Stanton was alive to his horse.
Okay.
That would
So
just
you
be a
want to
good
do?
story.
We're doing four.
Well, let's see what they pay first. So Larry and everybody else, I posted the first DTL crew bet also in the live chat, so you can see what we're doing there. Ciaran, okay, 5-1 is 4-1 is 373. 5-1 is
So we only
135, and
need
7-1 is
$5.
98.
Yeah. So we just need to do $5, and we've got lots of coverage. And people are like, "You guys are just firing away, and you're losing money." But we've got other tickets alive, and the pays are so good that we've got action both ways. You know, and if we're correct with the horses we think we're correct in, we're still alive.
I think here's what we have to do.
I like what we're doing here.
But I'm gonna amend it a little bit, real quick. I'll show you, because I don't like the pays with the 5 and the 7. So let me show you. So that's only going to cost $35. We like to spend $100 on this bet because we know we're getting great value. So that's what we're doing. Here, let me show you guys part 2 of the DTL crew bet here. Make sure you're cool with this. We only need a $5 double 4 to the 1 because that's paying over $300.
Correct.
But we need to have the 5-7 to the 1 3 times because they're only paying $100. We want to get $300 out of this race, right? I mean, that's a good fair target.
And we've talked about it.
Make $300. I mean, with $300.
On Monday's show, I mean, I had a bunch of chalk and I ended up pulling out $400 or $500 out of it, which is what when you get lemons, you turn it into lemonade with some sugar on top.
Yes, indeed. How about me? Like the last couple of shows, I ended up hitting with horses I didn't like because of market signals, because of your opinion, because the DTL crew's opinion. You got to be flexible. You got to pivot. You can't be stubborn. You can't be stubborn about what you liked in the morning because things change.
No, it changes.
Look at you saw KK won 3 races today, right? You got to ride the hot hand if you can.
And I was talking earlier, but I lost my internet. But what I was trying to say about the way the track was playing, something to keep an eye on when you're starting to handicap the next 2 days. It rained a little bit overnight here, but it usually takes a day or two. And with the rails out at, I think they're 20 or 30 feet tomorrow, it usually takes a couple of days. I would not discount speed on the front and turf this weekend going forward. I would, kind of upgrade those horses a little. After what we saw after the last round.
The rails are at 20 feet tomorrow. Well, look, we talked about it before. I mean, Rispoli is, one of the best turf riders in the colony. He's got a pretty good clock in his head. He's coming up a little bit short. So maybe the turf is a little – he doesn't have it quite figured out yet because it's playing a little differently because of the moisture, Yeah. That is possible.
You know what's going to happen now? He's almost been for a couple of days in a row now, which is now another reason to absolutely upgrade geometry in the last.
I want to know what the crew likes here. I thought this was the toughest race. Then again, I thought the 6 was the easiest winner on the card in the last race. So what do I know? It's going to be your 5 by a mile. And here's Memetic. They're going to have this broad wing.
Oh, yes. I would love to hear him say that. Yes. And actually, 2 to 1. I like being right, but there's times when you don't want to be right, especially when we play like value plays, Frank. We don't want to be right like this. I would have rather the 8 to 1 morning line on my double. I'm being rewarded like that, not what everyone's seeing what I saw. But maybe that's because they're reading our columns on Santa Anita's website, Frank. What do you think?
There you go.
We're giving the information out there, so everyone's taking our value away.
There you go, Ciaran. We're gonna have to meet some people in a dark alley and exchange envelope bags so we don't crush our prices.
Yep.
I have the will pays for the pick 3. The pool was 44,000, which is actually a little more than I expected on a day like today with the races so far apart. I'm alive for the 4. It's paying $496.
We did say we've seen some chalky pays on the all turf, but the reason we love it is this chalk is not going to last, guys. I'm telling you, the all turf, you're going to see. I think before this meet is out, we're going to see some jaw dropping pays on the all turf, just because of the chaos that usually happens. especially when it's been kind of low, you'll start seeing some giant pays on this bet, I think.
Well, we've seen it already in the late pick 3, right? I mean, we've seen it pay 100% more than the parlay. I'm going to post the other bet to the comment section, Larry. So both of the DTL Crew bets are on there. You can look in the chat. Cat ate my form. Yes, I want to see what other people like. Slim field requires precision. Try the 4 and the 6. Can't overspend. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to bet within your budget. They're posting quickly. 32 pick 6 combos are alive with 2 races remaining.
Wow.
Interesting. So, Ciaran, who do you think is the favorite in the last leg in the all-turf pick 3? So we can talk about that race. Who's getting money in that leg?
I would say I think 2 and 4 are getting most of the money. And I would say 5, who's the morning line chalk, is the third choice in money.
I will tell you this. In the pick 3, all turf will pay. If you are alive to the 5, that is the favorite combination at $256. Second choice is the 2 at $391. Then the 1 at $475. Then the 4 at $496, which I'm alive to.
That's great.
And 7 to $1,400. Those are terrific.
Frank,
I mean,
drinks.
I know you beat
drinks,
Steve Beef, but that was like a 5-horse field.
Drinks are on you. Like when I told I thought your ticket that you were alive to, I was like, that is a ticket I would love to be alive to, and I'm mad I'm not. But what a great ticket to be alive to.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Mostly because that was also your wise guy pick. Yeah, I have no regrets about that one. I had the 5 and the 6 as my Bs. My A was up the track, and my 2 Bs round 1, 2.
Just so you guys know, there's 14 horses in the field. Frank has 6 A's and 8 Bs.
That is not true. I'm actually very stingy with my A's. I should be more generous. I'd spend more money, but I'd probably hit a lot more. But I don't know. I don't throw out my A's willy-nilly there, man. You got to earn an A for me.
I think we've been doing this show enough, and we, even for our double show, we say we spend about $100, and on the pick 3s, I've seen enough of these sequences now where I think because we talked about how our handle's up. Before I would not have spent $150 on a pick 3, but it pays when you do it because you get it multiple times. You spread around, you get lots of action. The same with this late double. The low takeout is the great equalizer for us handicappers, I think, and gamblers.
Could be the difference between a winning day and a losing day. I mean, your dollar is worth 85 cents instead of 77. Multiply that by, 300. That's a significant, you know what I mean? 7 cents. That adds up, that percentage. Here's a question. Why isn't O'Neill using Aramillo on the 5? Let's see.
Because Frey
won with the horse.
Frey won with it, and he's been riding. Right. He's won with it, and he's probably exercising it in the morning too. And now that was the horse that he got that's usually what a lot of it that goes behind it.
Yeah,
the guy who works it out.
It's kind of bad bull to kick off a win rider.
Yeah,
and usually the win rider sticks with the horse, even if the horse is stepping up in class. I mean, it's kind of like an understanding. You win with the horse, you get the mount back, and you honor that commitment because you won. Now, obviously, you don't see it all the time. You see a guy jump to a Baffert horse or something, but that's typically the way it is.
And I could probably tell you, Frey probably exercised this horse in the morning as well. I don't know, but I would imagine that he is. And we've talked about it. He's a jockey to watch. He's just not gotten the rides to win on, but he's been riding fantastic, I think. He is really – you don't see it on the win column, and if you just look at the stats on wins, but if you look at the horses that he's gotten into the money and what he's done with them, he is another one of those jockeys that if he gets some good mounts like this one, he's going to start racking up those wins.
It looks like hey, Gabe, thanks for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, they're loading. We're going to cut off pretty soon, but I I think he likes mimetic as well. The last eighth of a mile.
Yes.
Horse exploded. So good luck.
All right.
I'll put that up there. Oh. All right, they're loading. Good luck, everyone. Let's get home. That makes me very, very happy. George Parabon's been around the game for a very, very long time. He got done real dirty in the CTBA. His horse won fair and square, and they took that horse down. What a training job. Freshen up the horse. Bring the horse back off such a long layoff. Never been longer than 5 furlongs. That's a nice horse.
Yes,
I love
very
when
nice.
small barns have a nice horse. And Parabon it's been around a long time. He knows to do.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what to do with a good horse. So I am thrilled for him. Good result for us. We hit that a bunch of times.
Yep.
With the double. I can't remember your pick 3.
I had that singled. I had the 7 singled, and I'm alive to 2 for 1.
All right, let me run through the comments then, and then we'll put up your pick 3.
But hey, Frank, we were right. We were right tossing the 6 again. Like we should have.
What?
We were correct in tossing the 6. Like we both disagreed. We didn't like that chalk.
All right, Ocho mirrored us 5, 6, 7 with 4. Nice, I like that. Cat ate my form. Nice fellas. Thank you, Paul. Well done, Mr. S. Thank you, Ciaran too. Team effort.
Look at my name. No one loves me. No one loves me.
From
when Frank is live on his show later, I'll show you my new image. It's not. I don't think I can show it here on the Santa Anita feed. So, like my other one today, you got to look at it.
Hey, why hasn't Chappie called?
Yeah, because he.
He doesn't even follow you. You're muted. Now you're muted. He doesn't even follow you on Twitter, man. He knows what's up.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm too good for that show anyway. I'm too good for that show.
All right, Larry, here we go, Larry. We are alive. All to the 4. So we got the 7 there. We came back and hit the 7 2 extra times to the 4. And then Ciaran suggested this one. 4 to the 1, which is no bueno.
Yeah.
But look at that, $15. So we have 3 times to the 1 and the 4. We'll see what those are coming back. Ciaran, I'm going to share the screen. See what you're up to here. So we can look at payouts and see what needs to be done. Let me get you going here. Share screen. Okay. So you're blown up on the all turf, right? Nothing going there?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I'm alive on my smaller ticket, my single. I had 4, 5, 6 with 7 as a single. So I'm
This
alive
one
to
here?
241.
That's the one right there.
Yes.
4, 5, 6 with 7 with 2, 2, 4, 1. Nice. So
Actually, the will pays are up now, Frank. So let's.
yeah, I'm gonna write them down.
Well,
Hold on. 1, 2, 4. Let's do
so
your pick 3 first.
yeah, the 2 is paying 165. Not a surprise. The 1 is 334, and the 4 is 449. The actual, I mean, I love that because the tied favorite, Frank, on the double, it's 165.60 for the 5. It's 165 for the 2. So even though the 2 is no, actually, we're seeing that now. The 2 is the legit favorite, is what I would say, and we're kind of seeing that with the early money coming in. Will pays
So,
on
yeah.
the.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Will pays on the double. 2 is dominant, $58. Next highest is 70 on the 5. Then we go to the 1 at 112 and the 4 at 143. Frank, I think you're getting good pays on your picks with that 4. The 4 is.
Ciaran, look, I'm looking at your double. You got 3 times to the 4 and the 5, and
Yep.
4 times to the 2 and the 1.
Yeah.
2, 4, and what is the 5 paying? The double?
Will pay on the double
The
to the
double.
5 is 70. And what do I have there? 3 times.
So 3
And-
times to the 5, 3 times to the 4, 4 times to the 2, 4 times to the 1. And you pick 3, you have just once to the 1, 2, 4. I'm
Correct.
alive to the 4 in my all turf at 490, and we're alive in the double. I mean, well, you got great coverage here, man. 1, 2, 4, 5. That is terrific. Let's get the 4 home. We all get paid
No.
stacks if that happens.
Everyone does. I mean, everyone. I mean, we get to see a huge pay across the board everywhere. Let's go.
So, is this what you put out on the Santa Anita website, or you just do the all turf for the site?
Because you're doing the write up for the all turf. I used to do the late pick 4, but my guys are like, "Hey, Ciaran, you're giving everything." That's our goal.
You're
So
breaking
I
up
just
a
gave
little
out
bit.
the all turf.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, they can tune into the show or subscribe to your newsletter, right? So, here's the funny thing here. I'm like 1, 2, 4, 5. With all the scratches in this race, you have pretty much every horse, right? Who don't you have? Because Larry just asked here. Let me put this up so you can see it. Larry said, "Congrats, hedge time." Well, let's see. You have the 1,
Nah.
the 2, the 4. The only horse you don't have is the 7.
Yeah. If the 7 wins, I'll have another Hennessy down at in Quigley's office.
If this were Frank Lawn, if this were Frank Lawn, the 7 would win, and I would have it. But this is different, man. You've been on fire since Santa Anita started. We got the Irishman back on the lush green. He's surrounded by green now. He's back at home.
I can't do that. I will say, Frank, the turf course looks phenomenal. Like
Good.
just a little bit of rain we keep getting here, it's beautiful. The weather is, I mean, we didn't even tell everyone we're doing a special show again tomorrow. If you guys don't know, I mean, doesn't everyone wish they were in Southern California right now? And the rest of the country's like 80 below. We're going to be the only racing after the Pegasus tomorrow here at Santa Anita.
I know that the races came off the grass today in Florida. Is it supposed to rain on Pegasus Day tomorrow?
No, they said it's going to be. I think they just wanted to protect it. It rained a lot, but they're on turf tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be a bummer if they had bad weather. It's a great day. I mean, you and I, we've been there. We've been there. It's fun. I really like that day. I like that tournament. Here, Caddy at my farm. Are we playing the Pegasus? Yes and no. We're gonna hop on and do our show as per usual. Start of the all turf, which will be race 5 tomorrow around 2:10, and I think the big race goes off at around 2:30. So, we'll talk about the race for sure. I'll look at the card throughout the day. May play the tropical turf, but our plan is, look, one of two things is going to happen tomorrow with people playing the races. They're either going to be down on their luck, looking to get out and Santa Anita is going to be the only game in town. So
Yep.
we're going to be fresh and ready to roll to help everybody get out who needs to, or you're having a great day, you're celebrating, you're having fun. You don't want to lose that hot streak. You don't want to lose that momentum.
Keep the
You
party
can fire
going.
away at Santa Anita. Join us.
And
We'll
we've
be
got
the last horse players standing.
We've got
so that's kind of our MO about tomorrow.
I mean, it looks chalky tomorrow, Frank, but it's kind of like today. And look, the last few days we've seen these. If you connect correctly, you can make some good money on these kinds of fields. One price comes in, or one slightly better than the favorite price. I mean, and tomorrow looks exactly like that too. I've already handicapped it. I love the car tomorrow. Love it.
Are you talking about Santa Anita?
Yes.
Yeah, there's one horse who's going to make or break my day. I absolutely love. I'm going to single
Which
on
one is that?
everything.
Which race?
And it's the start. It's the start. It'll be the start of the late pick 3. So it'll be just like today. I'm going to be all in on one horse, and if the horse loses, I'm going to have to pivot and come up with something else. But I love Take a Breath.
Really? Oh,
yeah. Oh my God, I love that
so
horse.
I'm going to tell you right now, Frank, when I looked at it, and you probably went down, I ended up upgrading the 10, and I was like, if I had to single, Resolve, the 10 is the one that I said, but my second choice in there was absolutely your 7, Take a Breath. Hara for Glatt, first time, on Lasix, dropping, and I kind of went back and forth. I was like, if I could pick 2 singles in a race, it would be 7 and 10. So I'm on you or with you.
I won't talk anybody off Resolve, but I'm going to tell you right now, and we've talked about that horse on the show because she has shown up a few times. I have bet that horse about 10 times.
Oh, did you just say Frank off angle?
No, it's been Frank off for the last 3 or 4 times. I divorced her. Her and I went quits about 4 races ago. I just stopped betting her. But I have her as a B, so I'll probably use her on a very, very small defensive ticket. But
okay.
I mean,
I'm making notes right now. I was doing a $6 pick 3 singling the 10. I just made it $9 right now. So I've upgraded.
Larry putting up the DTL Crew bets. No, Resolve has a chance, but I mean, if you have a choice between a Mark Glatt horse from the 7 hole or a horse from the 10 hole,
that's I thought 10 looked great, but man, you got Glatt on fire, Hara on fire, and I think he's not ridden for Glatt yet. I don't have the stuff up, but I think this is his first mount for Glatt. I mean, he's starting to spread around. O'Neill has been his bread and butter, but as we've seen,
he just won with My Love Caroline. He's getting the
calls
calls
now.
now.
Start getting hot. They start getting really good mounts for other trainers too.
I love to see that. I really like when someone from another jurisdiction comes here and gives it a shot. You know, it's not easy to break into California. We are in an island. There are not a lot of opportunities. And, you know, the top guys get the top mounts. So you got to work your tail off. And it was rough for a while. I mean, he was like 1 win. Like he was not doing well. He was not getting the mounts. And all of a sudden this meet, I think he probably busted his butt for O'Neill.
Guess who went favored here in the last race? Tariff just went favored. The one with Barrios.
I think they're going to say the 4.
No.
I'll take the 4, man.
The 1 has gone. I mean, there's not a lot of money in the pool yet. We're only at $27K, but yeah, the 1 is the one getting some good money. 1 and 2
Ciaran,
are kind of.
How about this? You ready to have your mind blown? The late pick 3 pool today was only $4,000 less than the late pick 4. 185,000. DTL Crew represent. 185,000. The double was 143,000. Pick 4 189,000. Pick 5 281. Dude, our wagers are going to own the market. This is what we need. We need the players to step up and support these bets. We need to show racetracks that we still exist, man. We still make up the core base of your customers. I love it. And we're getting such great value. I mean, what Santa Anita has done for the horse player, just with these simple wagers, I mean, I think we could throw in a
And if
couple
we
of more, like
gamble
you
it,
said, like double.
if we gamble these bets,
Ciaran's freezing right now. That's what he's going to look like when the only horse in the race that he doesn't have the 7 wins. He's going to look frozen. Caddy at my form, everyone loves
it's
Tara.
you know,
Go ahead. Can you hear me, Ciaran? No, I think he's
I
frozen.
think I'm frozen again. I'm sure.
Well, anyway, I just want to remind you one more time because of Larry's question. Oh, we got plenty of time, 17 minutes. Are you going to throw any money on this horse here? The only one who could beat you? See, he's a rock star now. He's on the road. We need to get him a better hookup tomorrow because we're going to be live from races 5 through 9 for the Santa Anita card. Again, it's a great day of racing. The Pegasus event is going to be amazing. Save some ammo for us because you know what time it is. So, guys, it looks like the 4 and the 7 are carryovers in the pick 6 there. You see that, Ciaran? Are you with us?
I did. I'm kind of shocked at that because people are getting paid on the all turf on the 4. So that's interesting, huh?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah,
well, you know what?
and the 4
We
is
talk so much about gambling on this show. We now actually have time to talk a little bit handicapping. Why do we like this 4? Riddle me this, Ciaran.
Oh.
What do you like about this horse other than the fact that Thomas had 2, Rispoli chose this one, and then he scratched the other one? I think we may have lost him again.
I mean, before he scratched, I loved it because I was like, this is where Rispoli went. And, they put blinkers on. And this trainer, when they put blinkers on, he's 27%. I mean, dropped from a grade 2 into this claimer. So I thought it was a very sneaky price. I lost you again. Oh, this.
No, I can hear you. I said what I wrote is here. Geometry, the second Thomas runner, looks like a younger version of his stablemate, except he's adding blinkers instead of taking them off. I have to think that Rispoli had his choice since he and Thomas are almost 50% together, and that's with a decent sample size. So that tells me the slightly raced 4-year-old is in it to win it today, while in for the tag, despite the stakes for him. I think he's trying to sneak one past the goalie here. We said on this circuit, there's only like 3 guys who will claim for 50. Sadler, Blatt, Miller. Not too many.
We've not seen too many of them actually this meet. So, I mean, usually it's Sadler is the one who rolls in, but we've seen a lot of these races where we see even some Baffert horses where someone usually would have ran in and grabbed them. They've not been very active yet. And I think they're okay. I thought they placed it where they're okay if they get paid for the claim, but they're placed to win.
Yeah, I agree. Because look, this is kind of an old school move. You run the horse for the tag at the high level, not expecting anyone to pay $50,000 for the horse, and then if you win, you're still eligible for the allowance condition because you ran for the tag. So you can come right back and run at the same level, protected under the allowance conditions. So this is kind of like a sneaky old school move.
And then
but I don't know. I would take a chance on this horse if I had all the money in the world, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, and Rispoli for this trainer, they've
50%.
had 4 races now in the last 2 months, Frank. They've won 3 of them. I mean, and then second time Lasix, 29%. I mean, you run down the stats. This trainer is doing very well out here as well. I mean, because his 3 wins were with the guy who's riding today as well. So everything lined up for this horse.
Well, look, and then Caddy at my forum said everyone loves Tariff. Well, that's good for us because the community has Tariff. Ciaran's got Tariff, 6 ways to Sunday on all of his bets.
And that
So
was,
right here,
that was one
everyone
of
loves
those
Sheriff.
things.
That's fine. What'd you say?
That's a hot. I mean, on the last show, like more mounts, or he'd probably be on a 1 to 5 right now. Barrios is red hot. Mullins is red hot. Together, they've been ice cold. But I don't. Maybe this is the horse that starts their win streak together too.
It's shocking to me that they haven't won. That's really weird.
Yeah, for the last 9, which is crazy,
Yeah, because I'm looking.
And
I have more broader stats. You like to drill down. They're 20% at Santa Anita over the last year. So the fact that they're 0 for 9 recently is a little funny. It's like, is I don't know. That's a weird
We've
stat.
talked about it too. Like, it's like they were both ice cold, and individually they've both starting to heat up. You know what I mean? Like O'Neill was cold and now he's red hot. So maybe we're just entering the period where both these guys together are going to start winning everything under the sun.
Let me ask you a question here, because we still have plenty of time. Forget odds for a second, right? Pretend we just like to watch horses run around the track for sport. I don't know why we would do that, but just pretend. Give me your top 3 horses in order of preference without factoring value or odds. Most likely winners, 1, 2, 3.
2, 4, 1.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I wanted to know how much you really like the 2. And the 2 is your top pick. Now, tell me from a value perspective, you're playing in a contest and you can really only bet one horse as your key horse on top. Who would it be? So, I mean, Geometry was 10 to 1. We liked them this morning. Now 3 to 1. Not great value, but then again, it is a much shorter field with all the scratches. You still like Coochie's on top? Did we lose him again? Every time he freezes, he looks a little bit like John Goodman.
I'm sure you can hear me, Frank, but I missed all your last things. It's probably a good thing. I didn't hear when you were reading the Constitution there, Frank. Sorry.
Are you playing in a contest without telling us, Ciaran? Nick says trying to play in a contest.
Which contest?
Yeah,
I don't know. I play so much.
Are you holding out? You sneaky playing contest? You're in the download there?
No, no, my contests are all out, so I don't know which contest I'm in. Or maybe I entered one and forgot about it.
You're in your cups last night. You probably entered and made all your bets and just forgot you entered. Oh, here he goes. He's at the scenario. Pretend. Yeah.
There's a scratch here. We got a scratch, Frank. Number 6 just scratched. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, the 6 has been scratched.
Oh, wait, no. I know. I don't know. I just heard Frank saying something on the loud.
Maybe he was just going over them again. Yeah, the 6 was early.
Actually, I don't think I'm in any contest. I don't know which contest I'm in.
No, he's joking. Pretend that you're trying to catch Nick in a contest, which implies that he's ahead of you and doing better than you. So you have to run down
which
Nick.
Contest.
No, he's
which pretend. Contest? Oh, he's pretend. Okay.
I
only do that for Frank. Now, Frank is the only one who does that. He's the only one who gets my goat, and then I go, I'm after him now.
That is true. It's like, I don't understand why I live rent-free in this guy's head, and if I'm doing better than him, he can't eat, he can't sleep, he almost breaks monitors,
blah, blah,
he blames
blah,
me for
blah,
when he loses.
Blah, 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 blah.
How about this? More Play Racing. Thank you for joining us. I like it. The little we'll have to play our heavy metal outro song. So, Nick, tell us what you got cooking. I know you've been doing some good stuff. You're playing in contests. You're having a good little streak. Are you in the Kentucky? Did you qualify for the Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge? Like, what's the target? Other than winning money from winning the contest, is there an end game here? Is there a big goal that everyone's playing toward? Let us know. We always love rooting for you and all your contributions to the sport. Follow Nick Severs, everyone. He does a terrific job. And he was a guest star on our show at one point. So Where's Dan H? Dan H, who are we playing in this race? You always like to do a little try in the nightcap. Do you want to use the trifecta tool, Ciaran? You want to see if there's anything cooking?
I'm going to say no because I don't. There's no prices in here. I don't even think. Well, actually, let's do. Let's just see what the pays are. Maybe it'll show us that even though there's no high prices, we actually might get more value in the tries. Why don't we do 4 over 2-1? See what that pays.
45 for $1.
22.50. Yeah, I mean that's one of those things. Like there's too many scratches, and I think.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. I want to see what the favorite combo is. I'm gonna go 5 over 2 over 1, just to see how short it is.
Okay.
5 with 2, 20. Oh man, $10.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't want any part of that. Even hitting it multiple times and having to be correct enough to hit it multiple times.
Yeah.
Not worth the. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah. Okay. This is a live wagering show, which is why we like to look at all possibilities, because we certainly don't want to leave any money on the table. What's going to happen if that 7 wins? Oh, I think he's frozen again. Let's go to Nick.
I mean, I've got coverage and everything. I'm just. I just can't do anything on my phone. Otherwise, it uses up whatever little bandwidth we have.
Well, as soon as this race is over, I gotta boot you anyway. I got another gig, man. I'm working double duty here today. Nick qualified for the Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge and the NHC. Congrats. Waiting for Franklin to come back. All right, good for you, man. That's awesome. Thrilled for you. LD wants to know if the best turned out horse ever wins. It's the
Rarely.
5.
Which it's shocking. It really is shocking how. I mean, sometimes you'll just bet the horses because they look so good, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's not a part of my game. I know if a horse looks really bad or really good, but even that's useless for me unless I know what the horse typically looks like, right? Maybe the horse always looks bad.
True.
Like Shackelford used to wash out and look horrible before every race, and then he'd go run his eyeballs out. So if you were looking at him for the first time, you toss, and then he beat you.
Yep.
So that's funny, LD. And thanks again for lunch. Really appreciate it. Dan H. All right, you were listening. Thank you. Try to get the 5 out of the exacta. Probably 14124.
Actually, that's an interesting bet there. Let's see what that pays.
I knew it. Can't
help myself.
He didn't like.
Damn. I blame Dan. Let's see. So we're doing 1 over 2 is 15. 1 over 4 is 10 for $1. Nope.
Let me look at. Let's look at the try. 1 over 2 over 4 is $35 for $1.
Nope. I'm gonna save my ammo for tomorrow, Frank.
I'm laughing because I'm reminded of a story when Leo Vukmanovich, a good friend of ours, one of the best players, absolutely love Leo. He was doing Quigley's show, and Tom is so great about asking players their strengths, their weaknesses. Do they specialize in anything? So he goes to Leo. He goes, so Leo, which bets do you really like? He goes, I like all the bets. If I can bet, I like them all. If I think I can make money, I love them. And that reminded me of that conversation because it's very similar to you right there.
So Frank, on the betting here, I'm just looking at the win pool money. The number 2, people are betting it to win, 22,000, only 13 to show, whereas the chalk here is at 26K to win, 2,600 to show. So the people who are betting the 2 are betting it to win. Like they're not hedging like they're hedging on the 5. We've looked at that a few times. Sometimes it's useless.
Right. Well, yeah.
And sometimes it tells us, they like it, but they're kind of hedging a little bit on the show money. I don't know what to. I mean, I used it, but I mean, maybe Frey does get the double here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the two from a bounce and class perspective, but I will say this. If that horse isn't 5 lengths clear turning for home, I don't know what the jockey's doing. I mean, he's the only speed in the race.
Yeah.
All those other scratches, I mean, totally.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any chance
This is
of going
actually
with
going to be
horse?
this is going to be an interesting race. This is going to be a jockey's race. Which jockey is going to out-jockey the other jockey, I think.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Rispoli's horse is adding blinkers, and the horse is tactical. Not nearly as fast as Chuchi's, but, Rispoli's not he's a smart guy. He knows it's a short field. He's not going to, oh, wow, Chuchi's just got whacked into 6-5. That's at the 2-minute cutoff. We know what that means.
I will say, I think, Frank, for the 4 to win this race, it can't be one of Rispoli's. He's in Tijuana, you know what I mean, into the turn. I think he needs to make sure this horse is...
Got to be aggressive.
I would say that this horse has to be like second or third, worst
I agree.
case. Not first, but has to be like just tracking, and not second or third 10 lengths back. Like, I think the horse needs to be close. Looking at when Barrios won on this horse, I mean, it was at Del Mar last year, but the wins are when the horse is closer, not coming on late.
Yeah, well, the blinkers on certainly helps with that, right? I mean, an aggressive ride and equipment change, that horse could be sitting. But, I mean, I think Maldonado's just going to try and rip it open. I wouldn't be surprised if this horse was 10 lengths clear on the backstretch. Go as far as you can for as fast as you can. And, I mean, if you
want a jockey to do that, he is the guy you want to do that. Go to the front and come catch me. And
that's how
we've seen. I mean, this
when he wins a turf race, it's with horses on the front end. He says, go use the speed and rip it open and let them. If they catch you, they catch you.
Yeah,
so I like that aggressive style.
And this turf course today with the slight bit of rain, and we're probably going to see it tomorrow and Sunday, is absolutely going to play to that too. So throw the gauntlet down.
Anyone but the 7 for Ciaran. 4 would be great for everybody. Good luck. Let's get this home. That is a horse I will never have. Up in class. Total bounce candidate for me, but good training job by Papa Padromo. Congrats to all those who had the horse. That basically knocked me out of everything. But I do believe Ciaran has the double 4 times, so that's going to be like 240, and the pick 3 165. No, I mean not the greatest, but better than nothing. Probably not the best result, but it's still a win for you. Good job.
Yeah, I was going to say I lost I was dropping. At least we made some money.
No, that was versus me. Ciaran liked the 2. That was his top pick.
Yep.
I will bet this race a million times and never use the 2. I will be wrong and go down with the ship. And I was wrong. I was just wrong today.
And the good thing about that one is, Frank, I did my doubles for the bartenders down in the Eddie Logan, so they're happy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was the ticket I did early. I was like, this is what I'm going to do live on the show, the double. So here, you guys, hold it on.
So yeah, we'll wait till this becomes official, and then we'll roll through what you won. Yeah, Jeff, we're going to do a show tomorrow and Sunday. Yes, all weekend. 4 million at the Gulfstream Park, pick 6. Yeah, I think that's a mandatory pay. 20 cents the CW Eat Retail for lunch in that bet. Yeah, they do pretty well. Good job, Ciaran. Ciaran with the win. Ciaran is back. King Ciaran. What am I submitting?
The Irish guy just needs grass. That's what it is.
You need grass.
Needs the green. That's it.
You do. You're like, it's like your vitamin D from the sun. You need the green.
I can't stand the sun too much. I'll burn.
But you like the photosynthesis. You need. All right. So you hit. I got whacked, but I believe if I have it because I wrote this down, you had the double 4 times.
Yes.
And that paid $58.
Let's see. It will pay on the double. Yeah, 58 4 times. But I mean, it made my target. I mean, the whole goal is when you hit at least with the chalky chalk, you get your money back and you get a little bit of ammo for the next day.
But you also had the pick 3. You had the late pick 3, right?
Pick 3 paid
165.
Yeah, so I mean another
$405. That's I mean, it's not a monster, but it's a winning day, and you have extra bankroll for tomorrow, and we contribute it to the handle. I think you need to put here. I'll do it.
I ended up
kind of a good sport I am. Here, how about this?
I just lost everything. I'm broke. Oh, don't worry, pal. I got it covered.
One more.
I just lost everything. I'm broke. Oh, don't worry, pal. I got it covered.
Well, actually, Frank, I ended up having that double 2 or 8 times because I did a ticket for the bartenders down in the Eddie Logan. So I got to go make sure they didn't throw it in the trash like they usually do. They're like, we'd rather the money than you betting for us, sir.
Yeah, this clown, they canceled it. Well, anyway, great job. I'm sorry I can't stick around. I got to do tomorrow's late pick 5 preview. I'll post out the details so you guys can watch that. Ciaran is on fire. I'm excited about tomorrow's show. Good job, my man. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, and then Frank's about to do a show. I've already replied to it earlier. I can't do it because it's a PG show, but I've got another response as well that I'm going to send out there shortly.
Go to his X feed. California pick 4. You know, he's really the only one who laughs at his jokes, but humor him for a little bit. Just humor him.
Hey, if you can't laugh at your own jokes, no one's going to laugh at it, especially the wife.
All right, great job. Well, thank you, DTL Crew.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Good job, Ciaran. Excellent.
Hey, why hasn't Chappie called?